Hello, we are Adventura. We are coming today with a bonus episode because we could, and we have some other exciting things we want to listen to. So, um, peeling the curtain back, if you haven't figured it out by now, we post Bandmade on Tuesdays and Love Bites on Thursday, but we wanted to give a little space. This is not going to probably be a weekly thing, or at least not for now, but we had a little bit extra time and we're like, let's throw in another one. So, with that, we are going to be checking out a new band that we have not listened to called KOIAI, and we're going to be listening to the song Come See Me. So, any questions before we just dive in?
Well, no, let's just do it.
Let's do it.
Ooh. Little 80s vibe.
How many billions of people are there? And how many people do we meet between birth and death? It's the little differences that matter. They add up to what makes me who I am. If we can't understand each other, that's okay, I don't force my values. Keep it on the road and leave maybe all behind. Ready for that time. Come see me. Return to the way things should be. But I don't wanna get used to the pain. 異国の人たちがいて、どれだけの人と出会えるのだろう。わずかな違いが大切で、その積み重ねが私らしさを作る。理解し合えなくてもいい、価値観に鍵をかけてしまおう。時に愛は傷つけたり、正義は人を残酷にする。でもきっといつかまた people doing it between birth and
There you go. Okay, so that was Come See Me by KOIAI. What were your initial thoughts on that one?
Dude, that was fantastic. First of all, I
Mhm.
loved like there's a lot of things going on. But I mean, I even shouted out during the song is like the 80s vibe,
Mhm.
the
Kind of like the electronic keys
synths.
kind of thing,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
synths. Yeah.
I like that. It added something different to this. Um, that guitarist, my goodness, Japanese ladies,
All of them. Born
all of them.
guitarist, apparently.
Apparently, they're just amazing at it. No,
That's not racist. It's
obviously,
fine.
it's a compliment. No, but I mean, she was amazing, and I think the surprising thing for me was the lead singer's voice. It was so
Mhm.
soft and
Yes.
it was just beautiful.
Yeah. I was
I
definitely going to
I
shout
was,
out that dichotomy because you still have like this harder rock, this,
but
electric
then
guitars, and then this just beautiful, soft spoken voice. I was like, I
yeah,
was not expecting that combination, but it is really pretty.
yep.
Um, yeah, absolutely. Um, Anything else before we dive into lyrics?
I mean, so I will say, like, I
Yeah, go
looked
for it.
up like, and it's not even a whole lot. Like, I looked up like how long they've been around. I don't
Gotcha.
know exactly when they formed, obviously, but on Spotify, like their first EP dropped in 23. So they're still
Okay.
very new. And they don't even I don't even know if this would Deep Indigo only has 5 songs. So I mean,
Okay. Okay.
they don't even really have like a full album out yet. So
Interesting. We got
our
early on this one.
our followers have, yeah, we're on this one. It's
Yes.
nice. So
Nice.
yeah, so lyrics go.
Yeah. So the first thing I'm going to do is do a special shout out to, and this may be mistaken. I'd love to be corrected if I'm wrong, but it's really interesting if it is the case because it seems to me, just based on some Google or not even Google Translate, but DeepL Translate. That's the thing I use. But if so, basically they sing this first verse, stanzas, and chorus in English, and then seemingly they sing the same thing but in Japanese, and then they
Oh,
go back
okay.
into English because obviously at certain point she goes into Japanese there, and I was like, oh, I
Right.
don't know what they're saying. I want I my role in this group is lyric dissection, so I was like,
At
I would
this
like to.
point, yeah,
Yeah,
we've
so I wanted to try to figure out what they were saying, and it's not an exact translation, but that's probably because of my translation app, not because it's actually not. So it just seems like they're just saying the same thing as previous, but in Japanese, um, which is really cool. So ultimately, it is just kind of this song about like kind of coming together throughout, even though there are differences, you don't have to let that divide you. There are so many people in this world. Um, and it's interesting because so the first verse is where you get a lot of this. How many billions of people are there, and how many people do we meet between birth and death? It's the little differences that matter. They add up to what makes me who I am. So there is just this idea that there are so many unique individuals on the earth. And then later on it goes into like don't don't worry about if we have the same value system. We can still work together. And there is kind of this level of there may be pain. There's one line in here that honestly just kind of flew over my head, which is eventually justice will make us cruel. And I was like, I I do not know what that means.
huh.
But so just to give the full context of the line, if we seek too much meaning in the past, in existence, eventually justice will make us cruel. So I wonder if it's just like
Oh,
there's too much like historical baggage. You don't need to carry that forward forever. It maybe is
yeah,
what's going on.
learn from it, but maybe move on, kind of
Yeah.
thing.
No,
Yeah.
that when I read it out loud, I was like, okay, actually that does kind of make more sense. I was too focused on the one line. So
Well, I mean, taken out of context, that one line is it's a
yes.
thing.
Yes, yes. Context is important.
It is. It is.
Yes. So, but no, just real again, just really beautifully sung. And I mean, the lyrics are really good too. It is just this kind of it's not even like a real call to unity. That's what I was about to say, but it is just kind of it's like a gentle reminder that we can still work together. So, which is cool.
Nice.
Anything
Sorry.
else to add?
No, I was sitting there thinking about it. I'm like, what can I add to this? Came up, it came up short,
That's
clearly.
okay.
But no, that is pretty fantastic. That is a good message. I love it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That was
Okay.
that was fantastic. I'm excited to follow. Like, hopefully, there's more music videos to check out.
I'm sure there's at least a few. All that to say, if you have other kawaii band or songs that you think would be interesting, if you have other bands you want us to check out, this is definitely a good open recommendation area. I mean, our comment section is always a good recommendation area. That's where I track all of the recommendations, which again, that's where this one came from. So yeah, check out the comment section. Let us know what you want us to react to next. And until then, we'll talk to you later.